Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I'm Katie, and this is Robin, and we're from Natural Birth Classes. Today we'll be talking about aromatherapy and a little bit about what it is and some of the benefits for pregnancy and labor. Robin is a certified aromatherapist, so she knows a lot about the subject. So she'll be telling us a little bit. Robin, can you tell us what is aromatherapy?
Yeah, aromatherapy is plant-based, and where the essential oils come from is on different parts of the plant. So some are coming from the root, some are coming from the tree itself, tapped in, just kind of like, maple syrup, but this is the essential oil of the tree, specific to what the tree is. Some are from the needles, leaves, rind, especially if you're talking about lemon oil or grapefruit or orange, things of that nature. Plants in terms of flowers as well, and the petals. So it's really the essence of the plant itself in terms of what somebody is trying to extract. And so there are 100 or more different essential oils, different combos in terms of blends people can make, but all can help with different circumstances in helping with mood, helping with certain situations on the body. As always, it's best to talk with a certified aromatherapist for sure when using essential oils, depending on how you're going to use them, and in conjunction with your primary care physician. And more importantly, if there's any medications or health issues that are already present, essential oils can interfere. So, some essential oils are contraindicated depending on what is going on with the person themselves. So, but again, great things depending on what somebody is looking for, and especially for pregnancy, labor, and birth.
Yeah. So what are some of the typical scents that people in pregnancy would use?
So it depends, because trimester to trimester is tricky. I find in the first trimester, it's ideal to not use as many essential oils in the first trimester, especially since some of them are contraindicated for pregnancy. For the first trimester, just laying it safe, being very cautious for sure. And especially if anybody does topical application, maybe it's better just to look into smelling the oils rather than topically applying. So with that, I find more of the citrus oils such as lemon or orange are usually what moms are wanting to smell more than not. The essential oil peppermint, especially for those who are suffering from that first trimester nausea feeling, is usually more of one that's a little bit more soothing of a scent. So second trimester, some moms are feeling a little bit better in terms of aromas and not having triggers that make them have adverse reactions, especially feeling more nauseous or having a headache. But always starting out small, definitely. So second trimester, starting to layer on other ones that maybe a mom was more accustomed to before pregnancy. Again, citrus is usually great, frankincense, again, the peppermint oil, especially if you're starting to get more congested due to hormones, eucalyptus, those types of things are great. And then the third trimester, usually coming back to feeling a little bit better. But again, always using caution.
Right. And so do you recommend that moms put them in the diffusers and diffuse it that way versus putting it on their skin?
I would say so. Like I said, to play it safe, and diffusing works just as good because of the molecules being so small in size that they do cross the blood-brain barrier. So the effects are very similar to topical application. So really still getting the effect. So mom who thinks, oh, this is not going to work for me because I can't apply it, that's not true. Still getting the benefits, and especially for more of that mood uplifting, feeling more energetic, even in the environment of stuffiness, especially right now when, I know in my household, we have 6 people housed in with a dog and a bunny, and aromas are kind of starting to get a little funky.
Yeah.
Having some oil, essential oils, aromatherapy to help clear the air. And I also want to just point out that it's cool mist air with a diffuser. So you're not putting any soot into the air, such as candles, are actually very toxic. And if you
Oh,
are
yeah.
hold up in your environment, all of you, from youngest to oldest and everybody in between, being very cautious in using candles, not to mention they're a fire hazard.
Right, of course. Yeah. And so talk about labor and birth. So what are some smells or scents that you recommend during labor?
Right. So if I had to say what's in my doula bag in terms of essential oils, my steadfast ones that I like to bring is clary sage. Clary sage may help with the uterus in terms of efficiency. So bringing clary sage with, I like to bring frankincense. Frankincense is great for the mind space, especially for those who are a little bit more anxious or starting to get a little bit panicked. Lemon is great just for that uplifting, energizing. Peppermint also is amazing for the nausea and energizing, as well as helping to open the airways. Eucalyptus as well does the same effect of those. Lavender for relaxation, and any others that I've talked about prenatally with my families and what the mom likes best.
Right, exactly. So is it best for moms to try out these scents ahead of time so they know like what they like and
Absolutely.
what they don't like?
Absolutely. And also looking at the contraindications going on. Does she have high blood pressure? What's contraindicated for that? Does she suffer from epilepsy? There's certain essential oils that are contraindicated for that are very well used, but they're not good for that type of person, somebody who's asthmatic. So we really want to delve into what's safe for her, and also what does she like and not like too.
Right. Yeah. I'm very sensitive to scents. So I know that
Yeah.
there's some things where I'm like, stay away. And then there's other things like lemon and lime where I'm like, oh, it smells so good.
Yeah.
Okay, so where can people go to buy some of these essential oils?
I always say really do your research, because the FDA does not regulate essential oils. So all that needs to be in the essential oil is like 10% of the actual oil itself. It could be filled with fillers, solvents that can actually be more harmful. So buying something from the store that you know nothing about might actually be not good for you and not have a good effect. So definitely do your own research, look into a safe, reputable company. I myself distribute essential oils. So if somebody was more interested in looking at what I personally use, I'm more than happy to discuss that and what that might look like.
Yeah. We'll definitely post a link to your shop below. And if they want to learn more information about it, where can they reach out directly to you?
Yes, they can find me through my email, blissfulbirths1312@yahoo.com. You can always go to my website, www.blissfulbirthsandbabies.com, or give me a call, 630-723-4031.
Great. Awesome. Well, thanks so much for talking about that. Robin and I have a labor and birth class that we teach on Saturdays and a fourth trimester postpartum class that we teach on Sundays. Do you want to talk a little bit about the labor and birth class?
Yes, our labor and birth class right now is held on a virtual platform through Zoom, and we've been having a lot of success with that. Families are getting really prepared, great in-depth information, tool-based class, highly interactive, and you can take this class in the comfort of your home, the safety of your home, regardless. I know I just got an inquiry from somebody from Florida that's interested in the class. So it doesn't even have to be in Illinois where we're located, but it can be anywhere as long as you can log in to the time Central Standard.
Right. And when is the class?
The class, again, every Saturday, our natural childbirth class. Well, I should say it's just our intensive childbirth class. We cover everything. And the class is from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. every Saturday. And we piggyback me teaching, Katie teaching, and vice versa.
Yeah. And so our class on Sundays is a postpartum class called Surviving the Fourth Trimester. And we cover everything from a few minutes after birth up until 6 weeks. And right now, especially with the COVID-19, there are so many people that are being released from the hospitals early. Like Robin was telling me, some people that have vaginal births are out within 24 hours. So you really need this class to help prepare you mentally, physically, because the postpartum period is such a slap in the face, especially for a first-time mom. You do not realize what's going to hit you. And the more knowledge that you have and the more prepared you are ahead of time, the more ready you'll be, so you're not so overwhelmed. And if you guys have questions about that, you can go to our website, which is naturalbirthclasses.com, and I'll post a link to that under this video. That's where you can enroll. This is a 2-hour class, and again, it's virtually on Zoom, and it is from 12:30 to 2:30 Central Time. So that's it. Thanks so much for watching our video. Thanks for joining us.
Bye.